Welcome, beautiful soul tribe, to 365 days of healing. Today is Scream Therapy, and it is just as it sounds. We're going to get some eruption coming out of the throat chakra. We're also going to use the body in 4 specific movements or shapes, which will convey to the metaphysical body, so to the emotional, mental, and spiritual bodies, a specific coding of what it is that we're wanting to release. So today we will be releasing anger, fear, burden, and we will also be stepping into our power. Now, I find this very apt considering what's going on this year. It is April of 2021 at the time that this video is made, but if you happen to be watching this in another year and another time, of course, it will also be a wonderful technique for you to do. Whatever you're experiencing that has kind of overwhelmed you, when you get so frustrated, when you feel a sense of despair, a sense of which way to turn, and of course, with the encroaching darkness coming at us via the government, via the control, via the different tyrannical methods that are creeping in closer and closer, we need a way to shift this darkness or this despair or this fear out of our frequency. Because if we're carrying that frequency, we're adding that frequency to the unified field. So our job as light workers is to remain in an anchored space, a centered space of love, joy, and peace. Not always easy, is it, my friends? So these 4 techniques are phenomenal. Do them as often as you need. Come back to this video as often as you need. So our first one, releasing fear. And isn't that something that has been mongered, I guess, into the collective consciousness? So we want to acknowledge that that is happening, but also what is our specific fear about what's going on right now? Your fear may not be to do with the fear that's being bred via the mainstream media. It may be another fear as to simply what's happening to precious Mother Earth and all her inhabitants, and which way is the human journey going to unfold. Many of you listening to this are emissaries of God. You've come here with a specific mission. So releasing the fear can be wonderful. So because, as I said, it's Scream Therapy, you are required to make some noise today. If you've got family in another room, just let them know what's going on. Nothing's wrong. This is just a dynamic way to shift energy. It works, I can tell you. I've done it for so many years, and it's the most rapid fire way to bring yourself back into peace. Sound healing is phenomenal. So you will be making sound. You might need to close windows and doors. And I encourage you to make as much sound as you can, but really push the sound out, even to the point where you're coughing or maybe even spluttering, because you want to get into the very cells of your physical layer. You want to purge out this energy, and of course it's going to be removed from the auric body as well. So when we're in a state of fear, we often don't want to do a back bend. It's something that's synonymous to the yoga practice that we teach at My Health, is that when you're in a back bending pose, it brings up a lot of fear. So it sounds counterintuitive. Well, why would I do that then? Well, we need to do it to remove it, to transcend it, to heal it, to transform it. So we will be taking the body into that shape, not a full back bend, and you certainly don't need to warm up. You just go to the place where it feels right for you. So you can take your hands into your lower back, anchor down through your feet. I like to spread out my toes and really broaden my feet so I've got a good stable base. I need to bend my knees so I'm nicely supported, particularly through that lower back area. I'm going to inhale. Now, make the sound with me. And I'm just going to make a ah sound for as long as I can. And I'm going to inhale again and then do it another 2 times. So I'll guide you through. So inhale. You want to press your hips forward, open back. I almost want to cough and splutter there, but I'll try not to because I'm guiding this video. Inhale. Do it again. Definitely a big cough coming out for me. Hopefully for you too. Those coughs are important. They signify that you're really shifting that energy right out of the cells. So my dog's come in to join us. He's like, what is going on? But we're shifting the energy, aren't we, Coconut? So inhale one more time. Bend your knees. Open your heart. Let that fear go. Here we go. Big inhalation. Just stand neutral. Now you may feel a little bit dizzy. A lot of these healing practices that we do can make you feel spacey because you're targeting the etheric body. We're so conditioned to observe and experience the world out there through the five senses, but actually there's so much more to who we are, and we've been lied to for so many years. So we're remembering who we are. We're multi-dimensional beings. You start to feel energy. You'll start to have conversations, maybe with beings from another star system. You may feel it's your imagination. It doesn't really matter. Go with whatever guidance or messages come through as you do the 365 days of healing, because I promise you, you will have a new team, a new set of friends. They won't be of the earth, but I'll tell you, they have your best interests at heart and they are benevolent. We are only doing light encoded healing, so only the light can come in. So that was our fear one. What's something else that we're experiencing a lot of at the moment? Well, of course, it's anger, isn't it? Because really, sometimes we want to throttle the systems that are trying to control us. And we also want to throttle some of the humans in our life who fail to wake up to the agendas that are being rolled out and the crimes that are being perpetrated against humanity. So this one, I think, is very, very good. Let's sit on down onto our buttocks, roll onto our back, pull your knees up into the chest. Now, again, we're moving the body in a specific way so that we can communicate to the metaphysical self that this is what we're doing. We mean business. The physical body will carry codes of the trauma, of the emotions, of whatever's laying within you. So the best way is to work from the physical back out, reverse it back out through the energy body. So this one, we kick the legs up, we bring the head up and we make the ah sound. So here we go, inhale. That was a big long one for me. I must have some anger in there. Inhale. Here we go again. One more. Inhale. Well done. Don't be afraid to get it out. Coco's giving me a lovely little kiss there, saying, Mummy, it's okay. And it is okay, isn't it? Particularly when we shift the energy. We're actually doing so much on behalf of the collective consciousness, so much for our brothers and sisters. When we shift the energy, it shifts for the collective. So always know that. So we want to now stand back up. We're going into releasing burdens. This one's really lovely because, of course, we're burdened at the moment. There's so much change in our world. We're not sure what direction we're going in. This one sits metaphysically on the shoulders, so we want to throw it off the shoulders. So we're going to bend our knees and we're going to fold on down and we're going to make the ah sound. Now, I like to flop my arms because just think when you're trying to give up burdens, what do? You flop over like this. So here we go, bend those knees, inhale. upright. Inhale, got another 2 times. Here we go. Last one, inhale. Feels so good. Release all those burdens. And inhale. You may have a long one. That was quite short for me on that last one, but that was the end of my breath. So it can be different each time you do it. Final one is being in our power. So we released a lot of this, we'll call it negative energy. No energy is negative per se. It just is what it is. But of course we use human language to assign whether we feel positive or whether we feel negative, and that's fine, that's great. But remember, it's all part of perfect experience. If you weren't burdened, if you weren't fearful and you weren't angry, you wouldn't activate, you wouldn't go further on your mission. So we embrace it all with love, and we see the sheer perfection in all that's being played out and designed here, because on some higher level, we created it, we scripted it, because we have a specific mission and a way to grow in consciousness. And this is how we do it. We stay activated. But this one, to finish us off, will really help you to remain in your power. It's something that many people need at the moment to, I guess because what we're doing at the moment as well, we're using our voice through making sound. That will open up the throat chakra, but coupled with this action of pressing the hips forward, it comes from the buttocks. The buttocks, metaphysically, is the seat of your power. It's the seat of your power. So when you drive forward, you are kind of moving your energy into life and saying, I am here and I will be heard and I have something to say and my voice matters, and how I want to add my specific signature to the collective narrative so that we can dream a new dream, we can create peace on earth. So it's really important, this one, step into your power. So let me turn side on, or maybe on an angle for you. So throw the hips back, and then we'll press forward and make the R sound, hands on the hips. So tilt the pelvis back, inhale. Oh, this one makes me want to cough as well. Here we go, another 2 times. Last one. Coconut, my dog thinks I've gone quite mad. But, you know, healing, it doesn't always look pretty, but it is so transformational what you've just done. I definitely have the cough there on that one. It's also brought the watery eyes, so something big shifted there for me. And I really hope and pray that you have also experienced those big shifts, and notice what happens in the coming days. Now, again, you may get a little bit lightheaded or even a little bit headachy. Don't be frightened of these things as you're doing the healing sessions, because it means that you're detoxing on the physical body as well. So we have no choice, we felt at My Health at the moment, than to engage the 365 days of healing, because it's an antidote to this huge web of tyranny, this dark tar that's coming at us. We must stand up as light warriors. We must show our frequency to the collective, and we must shine on. So thank you for joining me, beautiful brothers and sisters. Namaste.